What if the boy with cold skin and golden eyes wasn't Edward Cullen but Jacob Black? What if the warm, russet-skinned boy from La Pouche wasn't a werewolf, but Edward Mazan, a vampire who never left home? In the original Twilight, Edward is the vampire and Jacob is the werewolf. But what if their supernatural identities were completely reversed? This is, what if Edward was a werewolf and Jacob was a vampire? Asterisk. Imagine this. The Cullen family are shapeshifters, descendants of an ancient bloodline connected to nature, not vampires escaping thirst. Meanwhile, the Quileute tribe carries something darker. Jacob Black's family harbors vampire blood, passed down through a supernatural curse. Let's explore how flipping these bloodlines changes everything about Forks, Bella, and the eternal conflict between fire and ice. Asterisk. Bella sits next to Edward Cullen, russet-skinned, with dark eyes, holding centuries of pack wisdom. Edward doesn't fight bloodlust. He fights the urge to phase, triggered by strong emotions, and Bella triggers something he's never felt. When her scent hits him, it's not blood that calls it something primal, a connection forming, similar to imprinting, but different. Edward isn't destined to serve her. He's falling in love the human way, complicated by supernatural instinct. He disappears for days, not resisting killing her, but because his first uncontrolled phase in her presence terrified him. The Cullens are shapeshifters who choose control because their wolf forms are massive and dangerous. When the van accident happens, Edward fuzzes mid-motion, leaping across the parking lot, slamming into the vehicle with wolf strength. Students see only a blur, never processing what they witnessed. Asterisk. Bella visits La Pouche, reconnecting with Jacob Black. But he's different pale, eyes shifting to burnt amber in certain light. Jacob shears the cold, curse and affliction from his great-great-grandfather's desperate bargain with an ancient vampire to save his dying wife. The price? Eternal thirst passed through bloodline, dormant until triggered. Most Quileutes carry the recessive gene without activation, but Jacob developed full vampiric traits during puberty-enhanced strength, inhuman speed, hunger requiring blood. Though his family chose animal blood to avoid becoming monsters, we're not like the stories. Jacob explains, "We didn't choose this. For me, it was my 16th birthday." Bella is stunned. La Pouche harbors a hidden vampire coven who've chosen restraint, coexisting uneasily with a tribe that both fears and protects them. Asterisk. The ancient treaty takes different meaning here. Generations ago, when Jacob's ancestor first transformed, the shape-shifting Cullens confronted the threat, but negotiated instead of destroying him. The vampire agreed to feed only on animals, protect the tribe's secret, never turn humans without extreme circumstances. This means Jacob's family exists in delicate, balanced vampires, maintaining humanity while surrounded by shapeshifters who could destroy them if restraint break. The treaty protects fragile peace between two predatory bloodlines. When Edward's pack learns Bella spends time with Jacob, tension resists not romantic jealousy, but ancient instinct. Wolves and vampires are natural enemies. They say they're civilized, Sam Cullen tells Edward, but vampires are still predators. One slip, and Bella could die. Asterisk. As Bella falls for Edward, she discovers loving a shapeshifter means violent, emotion-triggered transformations. When he's angry or overwhelmed, his body wants to phase. Wolf instincts, threatening to override consciousness. Edward learns control specifically because of her managing his heart rate, his emotional responses, everything that might trigger involuntary transformation. Meanwhile, Jacob struggles with his own restraint around Bella. Her presence tests his control despite years perfecting an animal blood diet. When James, a nomadic vampire, senses Jacob's true nature, he's intrigued. Another one of us, hiding among wolves. How delicious. James sees Jacob as competition if he can provoke him into losing control. He exposes the entire vampire family to devastating consequences. James lures Bella to Port Angel, hoping to force Jacob into revealing his nature. Edward, sensing danger through pack telepathy, phases immediately, alerting his brothers. Jacob arrives too, his control finally breaking as he sees Bella in danger. For the first time, he unleashes full vampire strength, meeting James's attack with equal ferocity. The battle becomes wolves and vampires fighting a common enemy together. Edward's pack surrounds James, while Jacob attacks from another angle, his vampire speed devastating when fully unleashed. James, overconfident that civilized beings would hold back, is destroyed by the combined assault. In the aftermath, Bella realizes something profound. Both Edward and Jacob chose restraint daily to protect her. Their control wasn't weakness, it was strength chosen, despite constant temptation. Bella understands both supernatural worlds intimately now. She's loved a shapeshifter, whose control means managing violent transformation. She's befriended a vampire whose restraint means resisting blood that calls to him daily. Edward, phasing beside her in the forest clearing, promises forever aging normally as human despite supernatural abilities, growing old naturally while retaining pack connection. Jacob, watching from respectful distance, understands Bella's choice isn't about romantic competition. It's about which supernatural burden she's willing to help carry. The treaty holds, reinforced now by genuine friendship, by Bella's presence, bridging two worlds that once existed in wary, distant peace. Does swapping vampire and werewolf natures change how you see these characters? Would Edward's uncontrolled wolf transformations feel more dangerous than his original bloodlust? Would Jacob's vampire restraint make him more sympathetic? Drop your thoughts below. If this reverse timeline surprised you, hit like and subscribe for more mind-bending what if scenarios. Thanks for exploring this flipped reality. Remember, sometimes swapping the labels reveals surprising truths about the characters underneath.